Well, how you guys doing today? I have got a basket, and just as soon as I finish this, we'll talk a little bit about it. I guess I'm going to spend a couple of days on this, or a couple of weeks on this basket, maybe, but we shall see because I got a lot of things coming down the pipeline, and it is June, and it is getting hotter, and we still haven't put in our ticket, let's say, whether we're going to travel this year or not. I do not know, but I'll be seeing you guys in a couple of minutes. Well, I got this basket from a Shaun today, like I was saying earlier, and it's a pretty old basket. And as you can see, the bottom, let's get this top off because we're going to have to end up taking that off anyway. But anyway, this bottom is coming out. You can see I'm going to do the same old scenario where I will tie everything down, and then somewhere in there I will start at the bottom there and just do like I normally do. I'm going to probably do 5 rows here, 2 up here, 5 there, just to keep the basket stable. I'm going to have to take the handle off on this basket also, and the top on this one, I will have to build it up a little bit. It looks like this basket had been worked on before, and they just kept it, and finally he brought it to me today, so I told him I would work on it. But I'm a little behind right now. Summertime is here. It is hot. The day was 95 degrees. So I'm going to take this top off. Then I'm going to do the same sequence. I'll take it down to the market with me some days, and I'll work on it maybe 1 or 2 rows per day. If I can get the handle completely done in 1 day, that would be good. I don't want to spend a lot of time on repairing baskets around the summertime because I got a lot of other things I want to do. So we're going to start off on this basket somewhere in the next couple of days when I catch up on some of the other customers. And I'm going to start down here in the bottom. I got my special nail boons, and I don't have to, there's a lot of holes in this basket. I can see all the daylight in there. And it's been pretty much well kept. It's a little lumpy in some places, but I will be able to push some of that out. And it looks like you can tell that the basket was patched up in a lot of areas. The top here looked like they put a piece in there. There was a hole in there. Something came out, and that was patched up because I can tell from the rows they're building pretty new right there. Let's see what else I see here. Oh, let's see. Get in here. I'm going to put that back down. Then I'm going to see here on the side here. The sides got a little bit of patch there also. So I am going to go, and I am going to start by taking this handle, the top off first. Too bad they didn't put, they got 3 rows on here. I wish they had 4 rows to kind of pull the lid up a little bit. Sometimes I tend to want to do that, but I promise to make no changes to the basket unless really necessarily have to do it. So I'm going to leave it to where it is, leave it 3 row, and just go from here. Now right here on some pieces was put in because it looked like the hook came off, and that was patched in. So I don't know how many times this basket got patched, but you can tell that it was reworked on before, and they didn't do too much of a good job, because you can see all the patches right here. That's not a good job. Whoever did this really didn't do a good job. But I'm going to get all that fixed for Shaun, and he's going to love this basket when I'm done. It'll be as if I did this basket today or yesterday. So my first sequence is take this lid off, start down in the base there, and work my way up, stabilizing the basket as I go. I'm going to have to tie little areas here so they don't come apart. But the first area I will do will be on the bottom here, because I don't want this bottom to come out as I work on it. And once I get this bottom back in, so you still got all this right here to play with, so that's good. I got something that will hold the basket together until I can get that bottom sealed. That's the best route to go. So I will see you guys later on when I start on this basket. More likely, I don't know if I'm going to start it here, or there are going to be some days I start it in the market. So somewhere in there you're going to see me start working on this basket. And like the old saying, we'll talk about the little things as we go. It is June now, and this is another year that can't go out to harvest the material, because it's hard to get in the areas now. It's private property. So I'm going to have to look for another little hidden area to maybe find some grass, I hope. I don't know. You're just going to have to take a chance and find something. I don't know where, but I'll find something. Okay, so I'm going to leave this. Let me put this paper back in. I'm going to make a copy of this so that I don't lose it. And I will get to work on it. So I'll see you guys later when I start on this basket. Okay, now that I caught up on some of the other baskets, I have a new basket here. Well, really an old basket, but still have to be repaired. And this is Mr. Shaun'S basket. Now with this basket, it has a top, one of the old style top, cross handle coming across. And this basket is a little dried out. So, and on the bottom, you can see the bottom is almost coming out. In a way, I'm kind of glad that this side is still together, so it's kind of give me a reference on what I need to do. So the first thing I'm going to do is tie all this up first before I start hooking the bottom completely back. So this is how it looks right now. I mean, it is you can see where the one row comes up here. So I'm assuming as it curves up, this is the hard part on when you're dealing with these bottoms, especially if the whole bottom comes out. That's when it becomes very hard. But the more I work on these type of basket, the easier for me. So I am going to tie all this up first. That's going to be the first thing I do. And then I'm going to take this top off. Yeah, I'm going to take this top off. I'm going to take it to the market with me. And I am going to do all of that. So the first thing is to get that bottom back in first. Once I get that bottom back in, move this top, I can repair this basket a little faster with all of my little special nail boom that I have designed. This one is very tightly made. The stitches are very close, so I'm gonna have to be very careful on this basket. And I'm gonna have to take this piece out in order to get the handle off. So I'm gonna leave this piece in on the side of the basket and take the piece on the top itself loose. That is the easiest way for me. And then I can twine that back in later, so that'll be my best bet. So I'm going to take this down to the market with me today, and I'm going to start that process. I am going to wind everything up on there, and then I'll come back, take this top off, and then I will do my work. So I really won't start working on this basket with an amount of time until tomorrow. So this is just a prep to get this basket ready for me to work on. So Mr. Shaun, I'm glad you kind of bring this basket to me, so that gives me another idea, because I will also make one of these baskets also and make a rainbow handle. And I'm going to come around and also bring the lips up. Now, back in those days when they put the lips on these baskets, they didn't come too high on it. But on mine, I'm going to bring mine up so that you'll have something to play with and to lay the top on. It's just this handle here is so close. So I'm going to flare mine out a little bit and go from there. I love those rainbow handles, and putting it on one of these older baskets would be a sight to do, but I can't do it on this customer's basket. All this got to be fixed in here too, because I can see where it looks like somebody tried to patch this basket up before, but didn't do a good job on it. And I don't like patchwork, because some people, they don't do it right, and I know they want to hold the basket, they want to save a little money, and it don't look right. I wonder who made this basket. There's no, I mean, it doesn't matter if there's a signature on it, because it's going to come off anyway. Okay, so I'm going to get started on this. I'm going to put this in a bag, and I'm going to take this to the market with me, because I'm going to the market today. I'll see you guys later. It's kind of like I tell you, I am prepping this basket up, putting this row on the bottom, so I have an idea if I can get this finished, and I'm pulling it so I can make the binding real tight there until I can get started on this. I think I got my other nail bone inside my little compartment there. I might have to make another nail bone very small. I just need to get this on just to hold it. Oh man, this is going to be one last piece right here. Okay. Now you can see I got all that just, just to hold it. And then I'm glad this piece is on, so I'll know where to go up on the basket as I pull it. So just let me tie this off, because I will start this bottom first. I'm going to take the top off so it won't be in the way. I don't want to damage it. I think if I work on a couple of rows every day, I'll get this done within 2 weeks' time, maybe less, because I'm going to work on some other things as I work on this basket. That's one thing. I'm not going to spend every day on this basket. I got other things to do. I just need something to hold it. I think this will be good enough right here. Okay. All right, now I got that in there. I'm gonna push this bottom back so I can see. Yeah, so now look at that. I know where to start. I'm gonna start on this row, come in, go all the way around so I can go up and patch that bottom in first. Then I can go opposite. I'm gonna go in the middle like I normally do, tighten that a little bit. The binding on this basket, some of it is very dried. So I'm probably going to splice a couple of areas and work 3 here, 3 there, tighten where there's some pine and sweetgrass. I'll tighten it first, then I'll go up to the top, then I'll go back down to the bottom. I just need to get that in first. Now, let me get to my nail boom here. I hope I got it in here. I got a special nail boom. I hope I put it in here. Oh man, I don't know. This one might be small enough. And I think I took the other one home. Oh boy. Uh-oh, I'm gonna have a problem. Let's see, did I put it? Maybe I left it home, but I'm gonna check this basket anyway, just to see. I need to take this lid off. And I gotta put the sign on here. And this will stay on here until I get this basket completed. I tend to do this with a lot of basket now because I don't want to lose the information. I don't want to put the wrong customer. And this one is Mr. Shaun'S basket. And I got the other piece at home, so I try not to get that in my way. And now I am going to take this lid off so that I can get started on that bottom. So on the lid, oh man, I don't know which way to break. Which way should I take off? I think this is the end piece right here, so I should take this off. I'm just gonna pop this and follow it, and hopefully the grass is gonna follow it. And I am gonna pull this off. I'm gonna tie this back. Yes. And I know how long this needs to be when I get back to it. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna take this piece, I'm gonna take this out because I want to mark this so I will know where this piece comes in. I'm going to tie all this up because I do not want to damage this. And this is what I do when I take the handles off some of these baskets with top lid, because I got to keep that in there. I'm not going to change anything. All I'm going to do is just retie it back. I'll probably add a little new grass to it, but I need this where it will not come apart, so I will know where to end this thing, even though I've been doing this for 57 years and still learning. Okay. I'm going to make one more tie. I'm going to bring it all the way here. I don't want to get it in the way of the edge, so when I go around, I'll know where to tie it off. Ain't too many people out here right now because it's a little after 10, but close to 11. Get this in here. Everybody think these baskets can be made in one day. No, I'm doing the same technique as when I repair a basket. It's just like I'm sewing that basket. There's no difference. I'm gonna come back over here and tie this one more time. I just don't want this to come apart. But I will do this top also. I'm gonna start a little bit every day. I got other things I need to do. Okay. All right, now I got that. Put this back in the bag. Okay, so now I got this top off, and you can see I'm going to start in the middle. So for some reason, I had the camera did something, I don't know what it did. But anyway, I am going to start somewhere in the middle of this basket, and there's a problem here. I don't think this was left-handed. It don't look like. Sometime I get baskets like that. Let's see here if I got this coming in, coming around. Somebody did a patch in this one, I can see. Well, I can fix that. I'm gonna put this in the bag, and I will go back later and work on this. But I am gonna get this bottom in first, and that's gonna be my first job. And then I am gonna have to make a special nail bone, get a little smaller than what I have, because the binding on this is very small. I'm gonna put one in here. I want to see. I might be able to use this some areas, but I am gonna make another nail bone because it needs to be very small. Got to be very small. Okay, Mr. Shaun, I'm going to get this basket done for you as quickly as possible. Just like I said, I'm going to start that bottom first. Then I'm going to leave this alone, and I'm going to do that top. Then I'll go back and forth because I got other basket I need to work on. So I will be seeing you guys later. Okay, now that I've done the bottom, and I've got a couple of rows in the middle here, so giving the basket a little more strength, I can work a little faster. I got to cut all these pieces in there. Now the hard part is going to be when I get up here into this handle. That's where I'm going to spend a little more time because I got to dig under everything. I probably got to make another nail bone so I can curve it and get under there, because I'm not going to remove anything. So this is where I can start. I can get a little faster, and I will be able to get into the basket a whole lot quicker. This one does not have as much depth, so I can get down into it very fast and make a lot of headway. I am doing the top at home, so while I am watching a little television, which I done missed the same channel the last 2 nights, I am going to work on that channel on the top itself and get that done. I'll work on the base of the basket later. I just wanted to get that top in there nice and solid. Now I can work a whole lot easier, and I've got that top off, and I can do all of that. So right now I am working in the middle of the basket, and the more I can get this done, the quicker. So I need to make me that nail bone while I'm at it today, because this weekend Labor Day is coming up, and I got to get all this other stuff done. So I got this nicely bent, and I just got to get it in there. Some of the binding is popping. That's okay because I am rewrapping this entire basket anyway. So doing it out here in the sunlight is real good for my eyes, so I can see it a whole lot better even though I got this glass on. Sometimes I hate wearing these glasses for small things. Bothers my eye. But I am making a lot of headway on this basket. And I got some more ideas. I'm going to make a special tool. I'm going to get some glue. I don't know if it's going to work yet. Kind of like a threading the needle. And I'm trying something special for this basket. I might be able to speed it up. I'm always coming out with things to speed up the process, making it a little better. So, you know, even doing this for 57 years, I'm still coming out with ideas. And that is what we as basket makers do. We constantly learning, constantly changing, make life a little easier, not just for us, but for future generation. I have got a number of baskets that I have to ship back next week, and I am going to do it. Oh, I missed that one. And this is why I'm curving this basket, because I can't see down in there when it gets around these curves. And I got a little technique, a groove in my nail bone so that I can get the binding, the palm, to go through without popping the previous threading. And it seems to be working out. And that also will tighten the basket a little more too. So I'm really looking at that now. Okay. Let me put this down. I got to do something here. Guess that in there. So let me put this down. All right, like I was saying earlier, my nail bone dropped. Oh man. I try and look at this little small area in the middle here. I got that going, and there's a lot of pieces that I'm gonna have to cut inside this basket once I get everything going. So I've got the little groove, like I said, and I'm getting the hang of it. I can hear a piece of the binding popping now. That is the old binding, but that's okay. See all that piece there? It's very brittle. So that's why I am rethreading this entire basket for the customer. They're gonna like this because it's gonna have more strength to it. There was a lot of wrap, stitch, wrap, then stitch, wrap, wrap. I don't like that. That makes the basket weak. So you can see even then, back in those days, some people was doing that. I was never taught like that. My mom didn't teach me, and I didn't never make a basket like that. You know, and I'm always throwing people off because those tourist guides tell people how the mom taught the daughters and the sons, and no, my mama didn't teach me. I saw her and I don't know what she was doing, and I wanted to do it, so I did it. My grandmother was the one that told my mom that I was making a basket, and my mom wanted to know, hey, how could he when nobody taught him? I just, I guess I was bright. I just did it that way. And my son did the same thing. So I kind of let the tourist people tell other people. I just go ahead and agree with them. They don't know what they're talking about. I should know. But in theory, there are some basket makers where they were taught. But I was not taught. Kind of throw a wrench into the history of the basket. All right, I'll get this piece going in here. Now, the other thing I'm going to do is I got this special nail bone for a elephant ear that I'm going to be working on. And once I get that going, it's gonna work out a whole lot, because I'm gonna do a lot of elephant ear, a lot of Moses basket next year. I got some plan, I got some new decoration out there, and I want to get it done. Just wait and see. Got a lot of ideas, and I'm gonna start putting it on paper so that somebody in the family is gonna have it. And hopefully next year, if I decides to get married, I will have Winnie learning how to do the baskets. I hope she'll catch on. If not, you know, I'm not gonna make my kids sew no basket. They're gonna have their own career. But it's good to have it just in case. It'll never die out, not if I have anything to do with it. Because I won't have the grandkids learn this also. If they pick it up, that'd be great. If not, I'm not gonna worry about it, but everybody have their own career. All right, Labor Day weekend is coming up. So I think I will stay home, watch a little television. So I am gonna stop here once I get to the end, because it's almost time to go home. So I just wanna get this just in case. I don't think I'm gonna work on this tonight. I'm gonna work on that top and get that top finished. And then I can just leave that out of the way, and then I'll finish this here sometime next week. I figure if I can do 2 or 3 rows a day, because I'm going on to other things, I'm not gonna stay 6, 7 hours on a basket. I got other projects I gotta work on. Okay, so you can see it takes time, but I'm getting it done. I do these videos because I want people to realize that a basket maker, this is no play. None of this being done by machinery, and it takes time to do a basket. And sometimes, like I say, it's better to make a basket than to repair a basket. But I love doing it because it gives me an idea, then I can make that basket. And it all depends on what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, it really don't take that long. It don't take me that long. I think between the beginning of the year and the right now, I have repaired 50 baskets this year so far. And I think more. I have to look at my paperwork, but I think I've gotten past 50 this year. And that's pretty good. And I haven't released all of my videos out there yet. I am getting ready to release a lot of videos, people. You're gonna see me repairing all types of basket. I'm gonna get that in there. I think this is gonna be my last stitch if I can get it through here. I can't get that one through. Darn it. I can't get that one through. I'm gonna cut this. I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna try one more time to get this in here. Once I get this in, then that will be it. So I shall see. All right, I think I got it. Okay, so I got this done, and I am gonna stop for today, so I will see you guys tomorrow on the other part.